Hey, what's going on, guys? Patriot Prime here once again with another Transformers video review. So I swung by my Walmart after work because I needed to get some crackers and Gatorade for a sick little boy I have here at the house, and decided, let's swing by the toy aisle. Granted, the last few times I've stopped by, it's been barren. There's been nothing there. But lo and behold, my Walmart surprised me, and I found Siege Soundwave today. Now, they also had Starscream, Chromia, and Six Gun. But I have the deluxes on pre-order from Hasbro Pulse, where they were only $9.99. And it was a toss-up between Starscream and Soundwave, but I really wanted Soundwave. And I cannot wait to get this guy open. So let's go ahead and take a look at the box. He's in your typical Siege box with some fantastic art. I love that. I want a poster of that. He looks so badass. The back, of course, is your product shots. There's the top of the box with a big Decepticon logo and Transformers, War for Cybertron, Siege. Bottom of the box has a UPC code. So there he is. I can't wait to get him cut open. I want to play with this guy, so let's do it. And welcome to Patriot Prime Reviews. Once you get Soundwave out of the box, you'll see he comes with a very nice sheet of instructions with some fantastic art throughout. So it really makes it easy to transform the guy. Of course, on the back shows his interchangeability with the smaller robots of the Siege line. And that's about it for the instructions. Let's get on to the figure. Soundwave's alt mode is a little bit different than what we're used to seeing. He is some sort of star cruiser, spaceship, transport sort of thing. I do like it a lot better than I thought I would. When I first saw the pictures, I was like, what the hell is that? But it's not too bad. It's got some great molded details and paint applications throughout. I love the crystal clear cockpit right there. But the more I look at this thing, the more I think it's a information gathering vehicle, a spy vehicle of some sort. It kind of reminds me when I was in the military in artillery, I was a 13 Echo, which is FDC, Fire Direction Control. We drove around in this big, bulky 577 track vehicle. So we'd park in place, put up these really big antennas, and our job was to gather information from the field and relay that information to the howitzers for battle. So this vehicle kind of reminds me of that. I mean, I can see Soundwave being up in space, up in orbit, getting information from headquarters and relaying that information back down to the ground forces. So that's what I figure. Nice painted details there on the sides. The only problem with this vehicle, other than it being really weird looking, turn him around, he's got a big old tape deck on the back. But if you fly him this way, for you old guys, do you remember the really cheesy 80s movie called Battle Beyond the Stars? It reminds me of that ship. So anyway, that's enough of Soundwave in his Star Cruiser data gathering ship mode. Now let's take a look at his hidden third mode. Soundwave's hidden third mode is not featured within the instructions at all, but rather hidden in the box. So what you're going to do is flip the box over and open this flap. And as you do, there on the bottom is a picture of his third mode. That is a throwback to his original appearance in the first episode of Season 1, where he transformed into what the fans call a lamppost. I think he's more of a relay hub, but tomatoes, tomatoes. There is no instructions on how to get him in this mode. You just kind of have to figure it out by looking at the picture. So I'm going to show you how to do that right now. The first thing you're going to do is remove the weaponry. So those come off of each side. And this little gray gun right here that I will go over later. Well, that's in there good. And we'll put those to the side. Now, you're going to go underneath the ship and separate these sections here, which are Soundwave's arms. Once those are open, you're going to take the front of the ship, separate it from the rear. It's on a double hinge right there, and kind of fold up into the main body. You can kind of see Soundwave's chest and waist there. Open up the top where the thrusters are. My thumbnail up and under there. Well, I'm opening up from the wrong side. So that opens up from this side. Open this up. Take this little antenna and fold down. Then you're going to put this right back where you found it. Take the thrusters, fold up on to the top, and they will peg into place. So you have this going on. Now you're going to bring the arms back up, tab those into place. And now you're going to bend the arms in toward the back. The arms are on a double hinge, but you want to look for these little pegs. Little peg holes right here on both sides. They will peg in right there. So get those lined up just right. They'll peg in securely. One side will peg in securely. Then lift these sections up. So now we have this. For the legs, there's these little gray panels. Flip these down. Rotate the legs around. So you have this colorful section facing on the same side as the tape deck. Open the back up. Flip the feet out, fold this section in, and close. And I'm assuming from the picture you actually rotate at the waist and then bend forward slightly, and there you have Soundwave's lamp post. So yeah, that's an option. Actually looks more of a gun emplacement than a lamppost. I like the guns up here, but that's it. That's the hidden third mode. It's something you can do. It's neat that it was hidden in there, that you had to hunt it down. So there's an option for you. So now let's go ahead and get him into robot mode. It's pretty easy from here. All you're going to do is spin the waist back around, unpeg the arms from the back, swing them down. Take this section here, unpeg from the top, and you're going to take it even farther down, which opens this section up so you can take out the head. You're going to then fold this back down on that double hinge. Kind of tricky. It's very tight. Fold it down and flush against these back like so. Twist the arms around. Take these sections here. Fold the other way, fold up toward the elbow, and then simply flip his hands out. I have a severe lack of thumbnail on this side. And these little gray sections, fold those back and over, and there you have Soundwave in robot mode. Soundwave does come with his trademark battery weapons, though they're not batteries this time, they're thrusters. He has his missile launcher here and his rifle. You push the tip in at the top, which releases the barrel, so I really like that. He also comes with this gun, which, yeah, it's a gun, but its sole purpose is to unfold so you can hook the other two together. So let me show you how ridiculous this is. You peg this in on that, and this tip, I have yet to get that in. Mine's got a little bit of a flare right there, but this is what it's supposed to look like. That looks so stupid. That I will not be utilizing that at all. I'm kind of glad it doesn't work for me. But there is another feature you can use for this that I'll show you later on, because This thing serves no purpose for Soundwave, either in robot mode or ship mode. So let's go ahead and get him armed up. We'll put his blaster in his hand here. Now his rocket launcher, it can adjust. The handle can go up and down to kind of give it an angle, which I like. You can kind of give him a little different look, angling up like so. So there we have Soundwave, all armed and ready for battle. Soundwave looks absolutely fantastic in robot mode. He's got all the details from G1 there on the belt. Look at that head sculpt. There is so much detail on that head sculpt, and that's light piping right there. Of course, my lights go for the front. You can kind of see a little bit. There's no real way I can angle it to show you guys good. Oh, there you go. Check that out. That is great light piping. The painted details are fantastic. He's even got the red strips on these weapons, red strips on his arms, details down here on the legs. He has that battle damage. It doesn't look that bad except on the chest. Now the chest doesn't look as bad as it did in the pictures, but I am not a fan of that at all. I know Toy Hacks will come up with a sticker set to fix that problem. One advantage is with all the cracks and damage on the windshield on the tape deck, you can't see that he's just hollow inside. And yes, that's a spring-loaded door. That works great. Now, he's got some fantastic posability as well. Arms completely around, and they can go out. He's got elbow bends, a double elbow bend, I believe is what you call it. Didn't mean to do that. He's got forward motion on the hips. These flaps can come up to give him a little bit more range. He's got knees, a twist at the knee, and a slight ankle tilt. The ankles rock back and forth, but that's mainly due to transformation. Head, of course, on a ball joint, looks up, down, all around. I mean, this guy is great. Another extra added little detail, on the left hand, he's got a pointy finger, so he can point at you or angle it just right. He can press down his tape deck. So it kind of has that masterpiece vibe. But I am really impressed with this figure. I love the looks of him. He's just great. He's a much better in hand than what I thought he was going to be. Of course, being a Siege figure, Soundwave can wield the Battle Masters, such as Blowpipe here. He also has pegs for blast effects, so take the blast effect off here. He's got one for a shoulder injury, or you can actually peg it on the tip of his other weapon. Turn around and watch where you're firing, Soundwave. So there you go. There's that awesome Siege playability. Now for some size comparison, here's Siege Soundwave with Titan's Return Soundwave, War for Cybertron Soundwave, G1 Soundwave, and Titan Heroes Soundwave. Now, of course, we have to do a comparison of Soundwave with Decepticon leader Megatron. Now, you'll notice that Soundwave is a Voyager, Megatron's a Voyager, but Soundwave is just a little smaller. And speaking of Megatron, remember this goofy little gun thing? I found the perfect spot for it. Open it up, turn Megatron around, peg that in, and there you have Megatron's shoulder barrel. So that's where I'm going to put it. I don't think it looks too bad at all. So there you go. Consider that DLC for your Megatron figure. I absolutely love this Soundwave toy. I'm not a big fan of his ship or lamp mode, but robot mode is fantastic. Like I said, I'm sure Toy Hacks will come out with something to fix the chest damage, but it's really not that bad as it is. Much better than I saw in the pictures. I really wish I had Ravage and Laserbeak to go with him. Alas, they were not on the shelf when I found Soundwave, which leads me into something really stupid that I did. I had Soundwave, Ravage, and Laserbeak pre-ordered from Hasbro Pulse. When I found Soundwave at Walmart, I picked him up and canceled my pre-order. I went to put Ravage and Laserbeak back in my cart, and they were marked sold out. So I'm kind of screwed with them unless I can really luck out and find them somewhere. And man, fingers crossed. If I was able to find Soundwave at my Walmart, maybe there's a little hope I'll find his minions as well. So there you go, guys. War for Cybertron Siege, Soundwave. So, does a War for Cybertron Siege Soundwave belong in your collection? Without a doubt, this is a fantastic toy. He's almost like a mini masterpiece Soundwave. I love the looks of him, the details, the molded sculpting. He's great. I can't complain at all. I'm really happy I passed Starscream up and got him in set. Like I said, I can't wait to get the minions for him. I think that's really going to add to his playability. And I'm looking forward to seeing what Toy Hacks has in store for this guy. So yes, you see Soundwave, you pick him up, no questions asked. And I want to thank you guys for stopping by and checking out my video. As usual, I appreciate every one of you. If you like what you see, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notified when I upload new videos. I try to do 1 or 2 a week, just depends on my schedule. Also, check out my series, The Sit Rep, where I sit down with other Transformer YouTubers and just bullshit about bots. Guys, this is Patriot Prime, signing out. Hooah! Hey, I really appreciate you guys stopping by my channel. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe. Also, check out some of my other videos that I've done on Generation 1 Transformers, Modern Era Transformers, and Toy Hacks Retro Label sets. Once again, this is Patriot Prime. Hooah!